Hello everybody and welcome to JGod Gaming. In today's video we're going to be talking about the new event as well as doing a supply drop opening. I know that a lot of subscribers tend to like this type of content. I'm going to go ahead and go through it. I do end up getting both of the brand new weapons. There's a new LMG and there's a new SMG, and I get them pretty early on, and I do not have to spend a single Armory credit. You can see right now I'm at 45,000 Armory credits. By the end of the video, I'll be over 70,000. I do have roughly about 120, 150 supply drops to open. And the reason why I have so many drops is because typically on the first day of the event, I do a supply drop opening. And then pretty much for the rest of the event, I don't open up a single thing. So right there, you can see I already got the Proto X1. So that's a pretty nice pickup within the first couple drops. If for some reason maybe you didn't have supply drops, hopefully you do have a reasonable amount of Armory credits, because it costs roughly about 20 to 25,000. And based off the reviews and all of the content I've watched around these two weapons, I'm going to tell you that these are definitely worth picking up. So find out how you can get them either way, either through supply drops, hopefully you have enough, or Armory credits you have enough, because these weapons will be top tier, especially with good attachments. Based off the number of drops I have, it ends up being roughly about $100, $150 value with all the different bribes, all the different rare drops, because it costs $2 for every rare drop. And I definitely advise against buying supply drops. Obviously, there are those rare occasions where people just feel the need, they have to spend the money, they want to open a bunch of drops. But if you're able to play the game just a couple hours a week, you should be able to get enough supply drops and Armory credits if you strategically open your supply drops on the first day of an event. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying the video so far, if you enjoy any of the video, remember to hit that like button. And if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setups. I do subscriber breakdowns as well as tip and trick videos on how to improve at Call of Duty. So let me know down in the comments section below, how many supply drops have you saved so far? How many Armory credits did you have? And when you opened your supply drops, how many did you end up with as far as Armory credits? Because at the end of this, I pretty much got everything I wanted. And that's one of the cool things about doing your supply drops in this way. Basically, on this day, I'm going to open all my supply drops, every single one I have. And then pretty much for the rest of the entire event, I'm just going to be hoarding supply drops. If they launch a new event or drop new weapons sometime in the meantime, between now and the time Black Ops 4 comes out, I'm going to have enough to actually get that new stuff. Whereas a lot of times people just open them as they get them, and then they're really upset when they have to spend a ton of Armory credits, which will become especially important if this new forging system where you can forge variants comes out this week. And we'll be able to craft the variants we want. So if you've been wanting one of those rare variants like the Duck Soup 2, or one of the other ones like the Haywire 2, or whatever else is out there that's very desirable as far as heroics and epics go, you should have an opportunity to craft those. So you're going to want to make sure that you save your Armory credits, because based off the way the system looks, you should be able to forge some new variants coming this week. Hopefully Friday, it sounds like it's going to be September 7th, I believe. And that'll give you an opportunity to get stuff that just maybe you haven't gotten already. I do end up getting a ton of heroics in this opening. Got a ton of new weapons. But like I said, I also get like 25,000 Armory credits, which is pretty nice for the number of drops I had. I do get a lot of duplicates, but that's kind of the nature of the beast. I'm a level 600 Master Prestige, so I have been playing the game quite a bit. I probably could have more Armory credits if I saved drops like this throughout the entire events since the beginning of the game, but for whatever reason I didn't follow that same formula. But through over time I end up learning how to actually do that the right way, and this has been the most effective for me. I know in the last event I didn't get too lucky with the drop, so I did have to spend a little bit of Armory credits to get those weapons the first day. I could have waited out, but overall, since I do make content, I do need the weapons probably that first or second day. You can see right here, nothing crazy yet. We're still in the common drops. I still got about 30 more. What's pretty funny about this supply drop opening is this guy standing in the background. Literally, he watches the entire supply drop opening and continues to emote the entire time. We got the Kraken 2, which is a PTRS variant. I'm going to go ahead and give that one a try because I do like the PTRS. I'm not much of a sniper, but it does seem kind of fun to kind of go around and one-shot people at will. And of all the supply drop openings I've done, I've never actually had someone just standing there watching it. I know there's a lot of hype around the event. You can see all the supply drops opening. There even ends up being one of those little events that happens in the headquarters that ends up taking effect, and it gets a little bit loud, so I'm going to kind of lower the volume when it gets to that point. But what you're going to see here is I continue to just open drops. The commons, nothing special. I do get a one drop where it's like 2 heroics and an epic, so it's pretty good luck there. but a lot of duplicates add up. So remember, duplicates are not a bad thing. Just keep in mind that duplicates are how you get a majority of your Armory credits. If you didn't have duplicates and supply drops, you would only get those 300 to 900 Armory credits daily from Major Howard's orders, which really is kind of a crappy way to get Armory credits because it's so slow. But this one, you get a huge shot. You get like 20 to 30,000. Right here, another heroic uniform. What's cool though is when I was opening a lot of these, I was getting really close to those collections anyways. So if I didn't actually get the SMG and the LMG that I was looking for from the new event, I would have actually been able to unlock them pretty affordably. I think it ends up being around 5,000 to 6,000 per actual weapon. It would have cost me at the end of this. So I would end up spending about 12,000 if I didn't get lucky enough to get them in these drops. So that's the other reason, is it actually cuts down on your collection. We're going to get a bunch of bribes for this event along the way. So definitely save those, and you're going to want to open those on the last day of this event if for whatever reason you just haven't been able to get all the items you want. But once you get all the items you're looking for, stop opening supply drops until the next event. That's the normally good rule of thumb. Play it safe, and you should have a little bit more effectiveness in that. While we're getting into the next set of supply drops, what I did want to give you a quick reminder is I do the subscriber breakdowns, and I am looking for more people to submit videos. If you're interested in finding out how, go ahead and check out the channel. I have a little bit of a description on what I'm looking for in these gameplays, and what I do is I go ahead and analyze the gameplay, give you feedback on how you can improve. I kind of look at what you're doing as far as class setup and a lot of other variables. Got another SVT, not a fan of that gun. But what I do is I look at what you're doing, how you're playing, how you look at the mini map, how you use your score streaks, how you center, what's your accuracy like, what's your loadout. I look at all these different variables, and the goal of the entire series is just to provide feedback to help players improve. I've had several of my subscribers tell me how helpful those are, whether they get their own broken down or they just watch someone else who makes similar mistakes they do, or they do things really well and they could pick up on those things. So I'd highly recommend you submit those videos. Go ahead and check out the description on any of my subscriber breakdown videos on the channel, and I'll go ahead and take the time and break down those videos. I do have a little bit of a backlog, but what I do is look for whichever person submits the video that best fits what I'm looking for in the description of any of those videos. And if you've already submitted your video, I would definitely try submitting it again, and then go ahead and make sure you put hashtag review on any of my videos, so I'll be able to search for that. You can see right here, I'm opening my rare drops now. I didn't have a ton of them, but definitely enough to get what I wanted. So what you're going to see is here is I'm mostly getting commons right now. Nothing crazy, more commons, a lot of duplicates. I said duplicates are not a bad thing. And then pretty much I end up getting an amazing one here, 2 epics and a heroic. So I get that new heroic LMG. The luck is on my side with this supply drop so far. So if you guys are enjoying the video, remember to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for future content that I've already talked about, or if you'd like your subscriber gameplay broken down, definitely got to be a subscriber. And then pretty much you can kind of see that this rare drop is a lot better, and you're going to see my Armory credits start to shoot up significantly, because before, when I started the video, I was right around 45k, and it just continues to climb. So I've already gained 11,000, and this allows me to get closer to those other items. If I was a little bit short or didn't get quite lucky, I'm going to be able to buy those with those Armory credits. So of the 2 weapons, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have seen gameplay so far. Which one are you most excited for? Is it more the SMG or the LMG? Personally, I've heard a lot about the LMG, hearing that it's actually better than the Lewis, which is absolutely crazy to me considering how good the Lewis is and how well it performs on pretty much every map, in every mode, and positioned the right way. So right here, you get another heroic mountain uniform duplicate. So that's like 1,400 Armory credits right there anytime you get one of those heroic duplicates. You can see my little onlookers still watching, still paying attention. So it's kind of interesting that they kind of stuck around the entire time, which is kind of funny. I still got about 28 of these drops. You're going to see that I get a lot of these ones, 5 of 8. So those ones are actually stacking up pretty good. And I ideally want to get some of those heroic uniforms or whatever the case is from those new collections, because those typically cost like 8 to 10,000. Got the AK 2. I did not have that variant. MG15, so now I got the heroic variant of that one when I use that weapon. And right now you're going to actually see that this new event is incoming, the aircraft event or whatever the heck it's called. I've only done like 3 of them. I don't know how common they are, but I don't hang around the headquarters too often when I play. I used to AFK a lot, try and get that social score, which obviously that stacks up. Another heroic double epic. I was double duplicate with the heroic of the emote, so I'm not too excited about that one. A little bit of a waste, but at least I got that. More duplicates, even though I just got that event today. Obviously the duplicates are going to start rolling in because I've opened enough drop to get at least half of that collection. So now I'm going to start getting a little bit of those duplicates. In general, I don't have the best luck with supply drops, but overall in this video so far, I've had pretty good luck as far as opening these different supply drops. You can see that I pretty much got everything I wanted and then some. I do end up opening a lot of the bribes in a little bit, and that ends up unlocking a lot of stuff that was from the previous stuff that just I didn't get before, or I didn't invest the Armory credits for. So it ends up working out pretty good. A lot of new stuff, a lot of duplicates, but like I said, duplicates are a good thing. Right there, 4 of 8 as far as the event, so that was a new item. Obviously, that was a lower end item, so it probably only cost like $250, $275. So nothing crazy there. And then I will also go over the daily order as far as a new contract that they have for the weapon this week. It is the automaton, so that's a nice little thing if you missed out on that. Definitely go to the headquarters, pick up that contract. The automaton is a good weapon. Probably not top tier, but it is a very good weapon, especially once you start unlocking some of the attachments on the higher end. Also, a quick reminder that the weekly order reset too, so you're able to pick up 3 new orders, so you can actually get those supply drops. And then that's just kind of easy pickups. They usually are done in probably a day or 2, depending on how much you play. But they give you an entire week to kind of play them out, so you get that access to those. And pretty much you can see the drops. Nothing crazy so far in these ones. I will get a little bit more luck in these bribes. For anyone still watching the video up to this point, do you enjoy the supply drop videos? Did you like me to make another one? I'll probably have one big supply drop opening at the end of the life cycle, so probably in another about 4 or 5 weeks. When the new game comes out, I'll probably do a supply drop opening right before. If that's something you'd be interested in watching, make sure you leave that down in the comment section below so I have an idea. See, the double heroic ends up being just the helmet. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and get into our bribes. I'm going to cut these up a little bit to make it a little bit shorter because I don't really like having long videos. So for the first bribes that I opened the 10 Days of Summer event ones. And you can see I end up getting a few of the collection. Obviously, they're bribes, so they're not duplicates. And then the rest of the items I do get are starting to clear up some of my other collections that just have not been touched. Because obviously when you open these, you do get a chance of getting new items as well as duplicates in the other 2 slots that are not the bribe. I wish they would do like really cool bribes where basically every item was dupe protected, but obviously they only focus on that one item. It's strategically how Sledgehammer Games and Activision have worked together to put together this. I got that new camo, so that was pretty cool. Get the heroic FG, that's 1,200 Armory credits. And you can see I'm up over 67,000 Armory credits. So that's a total of 22,000 gained in the video so far, just from opening these drops that I saved, that I worked for, that I actually invested. Obviously, it takes a little bit of Armory credits to earn the Armory credits, because at the end of the day, you have to spend 300 to 500 Armory credits to buy those contracts. We are getting towards the end of the supply drop opening, so if you've enjoyed the video so far, do remember to hit that like button. Please comment down below if you have any ideas or thoughts around what I've said so far. Then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you can get access and stay connected with all the content that I put out on a daily basis as far as those best class setups, subscriber breakdowns, and all the other stuff I talked about. Kind of breezing through these supply drops because I didn't want to put those gaps in between where I have to actually go through the menu and unlock them. But look at, we still have our little bit of onlooker friend here with the American flag face paint doing his little emote. I do get lucky with some of these drops because they obviously are bribes. I do have that blunderbuss. I already had the blunderbuss, but it's nice to have another variant that I didn't have, just in case I ever want to mess around with that. Another Ribby rolls. Obviously, these are all a lot of the older event stuff, but it does end up being pretty significant as far as the Armory credits. Got another Stinger variant. I only had the one variant, so this is nice to kind of make this pickup, because obviously it's always good to have a little bit better pickup there. Also, now that I have the weapons, I plan on leveling up both of these today, trying to get some videos out to you guys to give you the best class setup, because you can't really know until you get all the attachments unlocked. Even though I might have a good indication of what I'm going to prefer on these weapons as far as extended mags, advanced rifling, rapid fire, whatever the case is, sounds like I'm already going to have a little bit of a heads up. But overall, you don't know until you unlock everything, experiment with a little bit of the class setup. I think the SMG only has a 24 round mag, so it has to have that extended magazine. And based off what I saw with the LMG, it'll definitely need that extended mags as well, because for whatever reason, it only has like a 35 magazine. I think that the extended mags will bump it up to 70. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. Here's a quick look at those orders, and also to show you how much of the collections I completed. So right here, I go ahead and look at the collection. Obviously, if you go down the Covert Storm, you can see that a majority of them are 6 out of 8, 5 out of 8, 5 out of 8, and then 2 out of 8. That one would have probably cost me the most. But overall, I have 72,000 Armory credits. This one you can see right there, it cost me about 8,000 plus 500. So about 8,500, not a bad investment there. And then for the new LMG, you can see I only need 22, 21, and 21, about 6,000 because I unlocked all the other stuff through Armory Credits. But since I already have the weapons, I'm not going to complete those collections. These ones are for uniforms and stuff. I don't really care about all that cosmetic garbage. I just wanted access to the DLC weapons. Kind of looked through briefly in there to see if there was anything I wanted to check out. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the weapon orders as well as the weapon contract. Also, just as a heads up, there is a brand new community event that's based off score streaks. So all the time you calling score streaks will stack up and contribute to this community event. And we'll get those typical unlocks like emblems, calling card, weapon variant, all that type of stuff. You can see right here, pretty straightforward orders. And then we do have that shotgun order for the daily as well. And like I said already with the contracts, there is that automaton, pretty straightforward, easy to get. If at any point you did enjoy the video, remember to hit that like button. And if you're brand new to the channel and you're still watching, that means you probably liked the video in some way. So make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Thank you guys all for the support. We'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.